Oh yeah, what a run. What a run. We're back in Bone Boys.
Bone Boys at it again.
Hey, g'day, how are you? It's just Darren again. Just going back out in the basin. It's the first time in around about 3 months that I've actually came back out in the basin, which I'm looking forward to it. The wind's been howling for the last 4 days, and even now it's calmed down a bit. It's still blowing around about 5 to 7 knots, but I'm just getting cabin fever 4 days in the house, so I just said, you know what, they reckon it's supposed to calm down tonight to around about 4 knots, so I thought, why not? It's 6:45, so I'm going to go out there, just do what I always do, throw out some baits. Got a surprise bait that I've never used before, but people do use it. I've never used it, and Jonesy Sensei put it onto me and reckons he's caught a lot of dewies with that bait. So I'm going to give it a go, so I'm going to throw it out. So later on in the episode I'll give you a rundown of the rigs and the bait and what the new bait is. I'm sure a lot of you out there use it. I've never used it, so it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to do 2 rods with the new baits and 2 rods with my normal baits, and a bit of a competition, and we're going to see if it goes any good. I'm a bit skeptic, to say the least, but once you see which bait it is, I like to see if anyone can leave a comment on if they've used it and what they've caught on it, because it's going to be interesting tonight. I'll let you know by the morning, or hopefully by the end of this video, what I caught on it. So but that's the game plan. So just going to go do the same thing I always do, try to find a nice spot a bit out of the wind, burly up hard, and see what the night brings. One thing you'll always see me do is I take my time with the anchoring, because I'm going to be staying in the spot for at least 2 or 3 hours. I really take my time to make sure I'm happy with where I drop the anchor. I found once I started taking a bit more care where I drop the anchor, I've had a better strike rate with the fish. I mean, everyone's different, but if I don't feel happy when I drop the anchor, I definitely bring it back up, move, and even if it takes 2 or 3 goes, I'll make sure that by the end of it I'm happy where I am, and if I catch fish I'm happy. If not, well, at least in my head I still think, okay, that's where I wanted to fish. So right now water temperature is 24.5, which is, for this time of year, I mean, it's December, or late December, Christmas in 2 days, so 23rd. So 24.5 degree water is quite surprising. You don't normally get that till, you know, end of January, February, but 24.5, that's good. The sound has got a fair bit of bait on it, so which again is a good sign. So there's no guarantees, but at the moment I'm just ticking around. I'm in around about 7.5 meters of water. For the basin, that's not the deepest, but it's definitely not the shallowest. So but yeah, great markings on the sounder. So I'm just going to pick spot, drop anchor, and then burly up and start fishing. So people that have watched episodes before will know I do 2 sorts of burly. One of them you'll see now. What I just do is I go to Woolworths, buy the cheapest cat food money can buy, and punch a couple of holes through them, and that would just sit on the surface, and that would be my surface burly. And I just put 2 at a time. 2's plenty. That will keep us going for a couple of hours. So generally, every time I stop at a spot and I drop the anchor, I generally throw out 2 of these, and they just keep and try to get the fish ones. I got 1 fish one, 1 chicken one, so I just whack that through there. That's me surface one. You can see the oil of the salmon or fish or whatever it is going on the surface. And then when I fill it, because you'll know I use a lot of fillet baits, or whether it's slimies, mullet or whatever it is, when I fillet them, I keep the carcasses, and the carcasses go straight in the burly bucket. Best thing I ever done was Jackson put me on these latex gloves from Bunnings, and I tell you what, when you're doing bait fishing and you first get on site and you're doing your burly and you're cutting up bait and blood and everything, best things ever. And then you can just whack them off, throw them out, hands are bloody nice and clean for the rest of the night, and you haven't got blood and shit all through your nails. It's actually, that was done by Jackson. So Jacko, I'm giving you the big shout out to say, mate, thank you. Great idea. Anyone else out there, mate, get them from Bunnings. If anyone wants to know. I do two so that I can whack one off now. And then start getting the rods ready. Standard bait for us is just mullets, slimies, yakkers, pilchards. That's my standard bait that I like coming out here with. You know, so at the moment I'll start with a couple of strip baits, but I'm going to show you the new bait that I want people to comment on and let me know how they if they've used it. I've never used it before, so this is a first, and it's octopus. So Jonesy swears by the octopus, so he reckons you just grab a tentacle, and he reckons that's what you do. So we're going to give this a go, pin it once, and we'll give the Occy a go. So if anyone's used it out there, leave us a comment to let me know what you've caught on it, because hopefully tonight I'm going to throw out a couple of baits with that now, and we're just going to have a bit of a competition to see how we go. Alright, so just this outfit's a 15-pound outfit with 15-pound leader. I like using a 15-pound leader because in the basin, in one of my episodes you would have seen there's even great whites that get about here, so I've caught some really good fish. Big baits and hopefully big fish. Now, yeah, so all my setups that I'm using tonight are all 15-pound leader, 4-0 Gamakatsu circle hooks. Anyone that knows me fishing knows I just love circle hooks. Really rate the Gamakatsus. They're not cheap, but so there's one. First time ever we're going to throw out just pin it once, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And all right, Oh yeah, what a run. What a run. Oh mate, that was a good run. Good run. That's a great run. That's a great run. Great run. Oh, slow it down, mate. He's got some line out there, people. Oh, what a run. I don't know if this was the Ockie. The first fish I got was a flathead. That was on a mullet. This one just screamed. This is definitely this is a good fish. This is a good fish. You gotta remember we're in 7.5 meters of water in the basin. And that was a good hit. That was a great hit. Really good hit. That was a really good hit, I tell you. So let's just take our time. Jeez, I tell you what, mate, 2 bites in 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. That's a good sign, great sign. It's a good run. If I had to be a gambler, the way he'd hit it and ran, I would have said either a baby Dewey or a good snapper. Let's hope. I love red. Everyone knows. Big fan of red. 2 days to Christmas. I'd love to have a good barbecue with fish on it. Oh, it's a good snapper. I haven't even got the net ready. You rookie. This is rookie hour. I haven't even got the net ready and it's a good snapper. Oh, it's a great snap. Oh, this is what happens when you're a rookie. Keep tight line, mate. Come on. All right, can we still go? Oh, here we go. Come on, over you come. Oh, that's a great snapper for 20 minutes beanie. That's got to go in it. I reckon that's got to go in maybe 50. And that's on the Ockie. Oh, once again, Sensei. I've got to give James Boy credit. And there you have it. I don't know if you can see it clear, but that's the Ockie leg that I just threw out. And I've been in, no kidding, I reckon I've been here for 15 minutes. And we're going to get this snapper on the brag mat. And unbelievable. So whoever's never used Ockie before, maybe you're a rookie like me, that blows my mind. There we have that snapper. First snapper of the night, and it's a doozy on the Ockie. Thank you, James Boy. That's why I call you Sensei. New bait I'll be using, mate. Let's get it on the brag mat. Well, here we have our first snapper for the night, and it's a bloody good one. 54 centimetres in 7.5 metres of water in the basin. And once again, never used ever Ockie as bait, and there's a result. Been fishing for 20 minutes. Alright, with all my fish, once I decide I'm going to keep them, then what I do is I put them out of the misery. So just put that like that, and that kills him. The colour's changed. And then what I do is I then do it in a bucket, and I just bleed him in a bucket like that, and bleed him that side. I think if you're gonna kill a fish, I think spend that extra bit of time into looking after the meat, and then get it straight in a slurry mix. And if you've watched my episodes before, you'll know, big fan of a slurry mix. 2 bags of ice, a little bit of salt water out of the water you're fishing in, and straighten the esky nice and cold. have it. Christmas lunch is looking good. Oh, that's great. Alrighty, a quick update. We stayed out in the deep up to around 7.5 metres. We stayed here, it's now 10:45. Only got that one flooded and the one snapper, so yeah, struggled. Caught about 3 or 4 little snappers. They were all around about the 26 to 28, but mate, struggled. So we've came in the shallows now. We're sitting in around about 3 metres of water. We've just dropped anchor right this minute, so I'll get a quick burly going, then I'm going to go into stealth mode. And smaller bait, trying to get some brim and maybe some snapper. I've caught some snapper here before and some good flathead. It's all sand, so there's no structure or anything, but that's going to be the game plan now. I'm going to stay here for a few hours and give it a go, and then probably call it a night and go home. But it would be good to get another 1 or 2 fish in the well for Christmas lunch. Oh yeah, got a bite, jeez. 10 past 2 in the morning, and I can honestly tell you I've been struggling, mate, struggling. Oh, he's got some weight here. This is exciting. Oh, big flathead, big flathead. Well, this will be one that we'll be able to tag. This will be in the 80s. Yeah, it's a good flathead. Good flathead. This will be in the 80s. Oh yeah. He's going for another run. There he goes. Yeah, I'd say this would be 80. I'd say close to 80. This time I'm going to have to lift you straight in, mate. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, get in here. Oh. That's a decent size flathead. Jeez. Now, look at that circle hook. That's why I love circle hooks. Look at that right there. Doesn't touch the leader. That's unreal. Let's have a go, mate. Let's have a look. 10 past 2 in the morning. 10 past 2. You made me work for it, mate. You made me work for it. I wanted to tag one tonight, and it just goes just over 80, so that's 80 and a half, but alright, let's get the tag in it. Look at the girth on you. Girth on you. Yeah. Get you back in the net. Okay, back in the net. That's it. Oh, geez, you've got some weight, mate. Ready to go? Here we go, you ready? Let's see, come on. There you go. And there she goes. Straight back down the bottom. Alright, well it's 3:15 in the morning and I've just had enough, so we just got that flathead and tagged with the fisheries and let that one go, but I'm starting to get tired, so I'm just going to call it, bring up the anchor and head home. But yeah, struggled. 24 degree water. I had bait around the boat. I had Burly going. I honestly thought it was going to be a lot more fish in the world. We're going home with only 3 fish, so big effort for 3 fish, but good snapper anyway. That's great, and I got that on octopus. First time I ever used octopus, so that was definitely a positive. So I got me 5 baits out. I'm just going to start cleaning the boat and wrap it up and get back to the boat ramp. Hopefully be back at the boat ramp by about 3:45. So if anything happens until then, mate, well, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully, well, now that I'm down here for the Christmas, hopefully I'll have a couple of better sessions than what we had tonight. But at least I got 1 over 80 the flathead, so that was good.